Hey guys, what's up? Got another collection update for you. Just went to Scratch and Spin a little bit ago. Just got back home. Haven't even had a chance to open these or even look at these. So I picked up 8 more records today. Got in a lot more punk and hardcore stuff than I usually get a chance to pull in. And of course some metal as well. So the first of these is Suicidal Tendencies, Controlled by Hatred, and Feel Like Shit, Deja Vu. Kind of a double EP, I guess you would call it. This is something they put out after How Will I Laugh and right before Lights Camera Revolution. So there's 2 different versions of the How Will I Laugh song on there. There's some covers of Mike Clark's previous band No Mercy. Some like unreleased songs on there, and I know this one has some color to it. It's called a Fruit Punch color, which I guess I could see reminds me of the Fruit Punch flavored Now-A-Laters, if any of you were from back in those days with Now-A-Laters, those candies that essentially pulled your teeth out. So next one I got, finally able to put this in my collection, the debut and basically only album from the Sex Pistols, never mind the Bullets, it's the Sex Pistols. The Sex Pistols are huge influence on a lot of not just punk bands that would come later, but a lot of heavy metal bands too. I mean bands like Megadeth and Motorhead covered them. Megadeth had Anarchy in the UK, which was on their So Far So Good So What album. I believe they had 2, if I'm not mistaken, songs on the Hidden Treasures EP. This is just a standard black vinyl. So then I got the chance to add in some more Bad Brains into my collection. Love the Bad Brains. This is their album Rise. Really good album. Great hardcore punk band. Mixed in a lot of reggae stuff in their work. Don't know if this has any kind of color variation or not. Let's see what we got. And no, this one's black. I do have their self-titled as well. So there we go. So, and then this next one, I believe, is their most recent release, Into the Future, which I think was 2017. I'm pretty sure if you are familiar with Bad Brains, you know that the singer HR has had a lot of health problems in the last, maybe 10, 15 years or so. But I've always loved this band since I got the chance to first listen to them, probably a good 15 years ago or so. I think the thing that really got me into them was a documentary or something I was watching, and Max Cavalera of Soulfly, Sepultura, and 7,000 other bands was wearing a Bad Brains shirt. So I think that was the main reason why I ended up checking them out. And this one is a gatefold. And Let's see if we got any color on it. Oh, we do. How's that? I've never seen one like that before. Which means Max and Soulfly, you got some stepping up to do. I'm going to take that nifty second sleeve that the other Bad Brains record came in and put this one in there. So we can have some protection on this one. I really need to invest in some more plastic sleeves, especially for some of my older albums that, you know, I've already had deterioration. So this is another one of my favorite bands, DRI, Thrash Zone. I have their crossover album. So this makes two for me, for them. And this is nice coloring on that one. The next one, adding to my Devil Driver collection, this is Winter Kills, which I think is a really, really good album. There isn't a Devil Driver album that I don't like. I do think the first, well, more or less from about record 2 to about this album right here, I thought they were really, really great. I do like the first album. I just think they really, really figured it out on their second album, Fear of Our Maker's Hands. Let's see what we have. A gatefold in here for that. Let's see. I'm already seeing some color through the sleeves, so let's see what this bad boy looks like. Like that. Nice color. So this version has a couple of bonus tracks, Shudder and Back Down to the Grave. This was the Record Store Day edition, and I've passed it up many, many times just because there was other stuff I had been wanting to get. And so I decided this time I was going to actually go ahead and pick it up. This next one will definitely amuse Ron Haggerty, and this was my actually full length album from this group, Fu Manchu, Gigantoid. He sent me the 3 EP, if that's what you want to call it. Godzilla, Eat My Dust or Eat or something. That had, I just know I had 3 on it, but he's the one that really actually got me into Fu Manchu. And the fact that I actually saw this in the store, there was no way I wasn't going to pick it up. And I'm sure he probably has this one. I'm sure he has everything Fu Manchu related. Yeah, there's the coloring on that one if you can see it well. Hate putting these things back in with this paper sleeve. There we go. That, as I said, it goes in rather smoothly. And the last one I have is actually the first thing I saw on the display as I was walking towards where the area I usually go. But it ended up being the last one that I picked up because I wanted to make sure, first of all, with the price, that I was going to be able to get some other stuff to see what else was out there. Far too many times I leave there with a lot of stuff that I wanted to pick up, but price-wise just decided not to get it. So this is the second album from Slipknot Iowa. As you recall from a video probably a while back, maybe I didn't even do a video actually, picked up the self-titled at Music Gator in Sumter. This is the coloring to it. To me, this is my favorite Slipknot album. I like the first one, but I feel like this one really, to me, had probably the most aggression on it. At least for me, anyway. So there you have it. Those are the new additions. Also, I wanted to say that my friend Andy, who has his When Words Fail, Music Speaks podcast, I'm not exactly sure how you go about finding podcasts. It's not on, as far as I know, it's not on any streaming service. It could be, I don't know. There's a website with that same name, When Words Fail, MusicSpeaks.com. That might be where it is, because I know he has asked me to do a blog for that website for his podcast. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And of course, obviously, I said yes. Anything that I can do related to music and doing stuff with my friends is like a no-brainer. So I've kicked around some ideas for the first one that I'm going to do. And hopefully I'll get a chance to send it to him this weekend, a draft at least for him to look over. But anyway, if you haven't checked it out, you should check out his podcast. Andy's a real good friend of mine. I've known him for probably about 17 years now. So real cool dude, does some awesome work, absolutely loves music. So check that out when you guys get a chance. And if you'll excuse me, I have more records to listen to.